Have you ever thought that something as innocent as a vegetable could actually harm your body instead of helping it? Especially after turning 60, your body responds to food in very different ways than when you were younger. Today, we are uncovering the surprising truth about certain vegetables you should absolutely avoid if you want to stay strong, active, and independent. And don't worry, I will also share the 4 vegetables you must include in your diet because they can truly protect your health. But before we begin, I want to know something from you. Write in the comments how old you are right now. I want to see the age range of people who are watching this channel. Your comment will also help us build a real community of seniors supporting each other. If you are new here, welcome to Senior Health. Make sure to hit the subscribe button right now, because every week we dive deep into tips that will help you feel better, live longer, and enjoy life after 60. Don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss future videos. And if you find today's episode helpful, leave a comment and share it with a friend who could use this information. So, let's begin with a simple fact. Vegetables are generally considered healthy, but not every vegetable is a good choice for seniors. The aging body changes in many ways. Metabolism slows down, digestion becomes more sensitive, and blood sugar control becomes more fragile. Kidneys and liver may not process certain substances as efficiently. That means foods you once tolerated easily could now cause bloating, spikes in sugar, or even inflammation. Scientists have confirmed this through multiple studies showing how certain plant compounds interact differently with an older digestive system. Let's talk about the first group of vegetables you should limit or avoid. These are the starchy vegetables, especially potatoes in their fried or processed forms. Potatoes contain a high glycemic index, which means they cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. For seniors already at risk of type 2 diabetes or metabolic syndrome, this can be dangerous. A Harvard study involving more than 70,000 people found that frequent potato consumption was linked to higher risk of type 2 diabetes, especially when prepared as French fries or chips. For someone over 60, this is even more concerning because insulin sensitivity naturally declines with age. You might feel like potatoes are filling, but the truth is, they can leave you hungrier later and trigger weight gain. Have you experienced blood sugar swings or sudden hunger after eating starchy meals? Write in the comments and share your experience. Now let's move to another category, nightshade vegetables like eggplant, peppers, and especially tomatoes. These contain a compound called solanine, which in sensitive individuals can worsen joint pain or arthritis symptoms. Some seniors report flare-ups in inflammation when eating nightshades frequently. While not everyone is equally sensitive, it is worth experimenting. If you notice stiffness in your hands or knees after a tomato-rich meal, try eliminating nightshades for 2 weeks and see if you feel better. This kind of self-experiment is simple and can make a big difference in your quality of life. Doctors in rheumatology often recommend food diaries for this very reason. The third vegetable to be cautious with is corn. While it might bring nostalgic memories of summer barbecues, modern corn is often genetically modified and very high in starch. It acts almost like sugar once digested. Seniors trying to manage blood pressure, weight, or cholesterol may find that corn adds empty calories without many benefits. Also, the hard outer shell of corn kernels contains cellulose, which is tough for older digestive systems to break down. That explains why some people see undigested corn in their stool. If your digestion is already sensitive, corn can create bloating and discomfort. And the fourth vegetable to avoid in large amounts is canned peas. Fresh peas in moderation can be fine, but canned peas are often stored in salty brine. That extra sodium is dangerous if you are managing high blood pressure, a condition extremely common after 60. The Centers for Disease Control reports that nearly 2/3 of adults over 60 have hypertension. Too much sodium from canned vegetables can worsen this condition, leading to heart strain and kidney stress. If you love peas, stick to fresh or frozen without added salt. Now that we have uncovered the 4 vegetables that can silently harm your health, let's switch to the positive side. Because not all vegetables are bad news. In fact, the right choices can become your secret weapon for staying independent and full of energy after 60. The first vegetable you must eat more often is broccoli. This cruciferous vegetable is packed with sulforaphane, a compound proven to support detoxification in the liver, reduce inflammation, and even lower cancer risk. Johns Hopkins University has published groundbreaking studies showing the protective role of broccoli compounds. For seniors, broccoli is also rich in vitamin K and calcium, both essential for maintaining bone strength and preventing fractures. Imagine being able to move confidently without worrying about brittle bones. Broccoli can help. Second on the must-eat list is spinach. Spinach is not only loaded with iron, but also contains lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect your eyes. Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of vision loss among seniors, but research shows that lutein and zeaxanthin can slow its progression. Adding spinach to your daily meals is like giving your eyes natural armor. Blend it into smoothies, add it to soups, or saute it lightly with garlic and olive oil. The third vegetable you should embrace is carrots. Rich in beta-carotene, carrots support immune function and protect skin health. But perhaps most importantly, they help maintain healthy vision. Seniors often notice declining night vision, and carrots can play a role in slowing that decline. Plus, carrots are naturally sweet and satisfying, making them a perfect snack that doesn't spike your blood sugar as aggressively as starchy vegetables. And the fourth essential vegetable is kale. Kale is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. It provides fiber for digestion, antioxidants for cellular protection, and a wide range of vitamins and minerals. 1 cup of kale contains more vitamin C than an orange and more calcium than a small glass of milk. Seniors who add kale to their diet often report improved energy, better digestion, and even a brighter mood due to its folate content. In the next part of this episode, we will dive much deeper into the science behind these vegetables. We'll look at specific studies, real-life stories of seniors who transformed their health, and practical ways to prepare these foods so they taste delicious while maximizing their benefits. But before we move on, tell me in the comments, which vegetable from today's list do you eat most often? And have you noticed how it affects your body? Your story might inspire someone else watching. In the previous section, we uncovered which vegetables to avoid and which ones to embrace after turning 60. But now, let's go much deeper, because it is not only about naming foods, it is about understanding why they work the way they do in your aging body. If you understand the science, you will feel empowered to make smarter choices every single day. So let's start with the most damaging side of the story. Starchy vegetables like potatoes and corn are particularly dangerous because of their effect on your blood sugar. With age, your body becomes less efficient at producing and using insulin. Imagine your cells as doors that need insulin keys to let sugar in. When you were younger, the locks were brand new and the keys worked perfectly. But after 60, those locks become rusty. The insulin keys no longer fit as well. This is what doctors call insulin resistance. When you eat a high glycemic food like potatoes, it's like pouring buckets of sugar into your blood while your keys don't work. The sugar floats around, causing inflammation, damaging blood vessels, and feeding belly fat. Over time, this can accelerate aging in every organ. A famous study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed thousands of older adults and discovered that those who consumed fried potatoes several times a week had a significantly higher risk of early death compared to those who ate them rarely. That's shocking, because we often think of French fries as just a guilty pleasure. For seniors, that guilty pleasure can actually shorten lifespan. And think about it. Many seniors who feel sluggish or constantly tired blame it on, getting older, but in reality, it might be these hidden blood sugar swings. Now let's return to the nightshade vegetables. Tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants contain not only solanine, but also alkaloids that may irritate the gut lining. If you already have arthritis, autoimmune issues, or gut sensitivity, this irritation can trigger flare-ups. Not everyone reacts the same way, which is why I encourage you to experiment. Keep a journal for 2 weeks, eat nightshades daily, and note your symptoms, then remove them and compare. Many seniors who follow this experiment notice less stiffness, fewer flare-ups, and even better sleep because pain interferes less at night. Write in the comments, have you ever noticed your joints feel worse after a pizza or tomato soup? Sharing your story could help someone else recognize their trigger food. Corn, on the other hand, has another issue. It's omega-6 fatty acids. Corn oil and corn products are very high in omega-6, which throws off the delicate balance with omega-3 in your body. A healthy ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 should be around 2.1 or 3:1. But in most modern diets, that ratio is closer to 20.1. This imbalance fuels chronic inflammation, which lies at the root of many diseases of aging, heart disease, Alzheimer's, arthritis, even certain cancers. That's why cutting back on corn and instead boosting omega-3 sources like flaxseed, chia, and fish oil is so powerful. And canned peas. Let's break this down scientifically too. 1 single cup of canned peas can contain more than 500 milligrams of sodium. The American Heart Association recommends seniors limit sodium to no more than 1,500 milligrams per day. That means just 3 cups of canned peas could max out your entire allowance before you even count bread, soup, or any other meal. This kind of hidden sodium is what doctors call the silent killer because it raises blood pressure without you even noticing. But here's the good news. The must-eat vegetables we talked about earlier do the opposite. They protect you against these dangers. Let's go deeper into broccoli. Broccoli's sulforaphane activates a process called NRF2, which is like turning on your body's master switch for detoxification. Think of it as upgrading your internal cleaning crew. When you eat broccoli, your cells ramp up production of antioxidant enzymes that fight free radicals and flush toxins. This is why broccoli has been shown to reduce risk of cancers like prostate, breast, and colon. For seniors, this is critical because cancer risk rises sharply with age. Adding broccoli is like building an invisible shield. Spinach is a superstar for another reason. Its nitrates. When you eat spinach, the natural nitrates convert into nitric oxide in your body. Nitric oxide relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation and lowering blood pressure. Seniors often struggle with stiff arteries, a condition called arteriosclerosis. Spinach directly helps relax those arteries, making your heart's job easier. One study in the journal Hypertension showed that a single serving of spinach could lower blood pressure within just a few hours. Imagine what daily spinach could do for your long-term heart health. Carrots deserve attention too, beyond the vision benefits. Their beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A, which supports immune function. Older adults are more vulnerable to infections like pneumonia or flu. A strong immune system is your best defense. Carrots also provide soluble fiber, which feeds your gut bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome is now recognized as essential for preventing age-related diseases and even protecting mental health. Some researchers call the gut the second brain. By eating carrots and other fiber-rich vegetables, you nurture the good bacteria that keep you sharp and resilient. And kale. Let's talk details. KLAS vitamin K is not only good for bones, but also plays a role in brain health. Recent studies suggest that vitamin K helps prevent cognitive decline by supporting sphingolipids, a type of fat critical for brain cell membranes. Seniors who consume more vitamin K perform better on memory tests. Kale is also loaded with quercetin, a plant flavonoid that lowers inflammation and may even reduce the risk of viral infections. So, in one single serving of kale, you are protecting your bones, your brain, and your immune system all at once. But here is the challenge many seniors face. I don't want to like the taste of kale, or broccoli makes me gassy. This is where preparation methods become key. Steaming broccoli lightly for just 3 minutes preserves its sulforaphane while reducing the compounds that cause bloating. Massaging kale leaves with a bit of olive oil and lemon makes them tender and delicious. Spinach can be blended into fruit smoothies where you barely notice the taste. Carrots can be roasted with cinnamon to bring out their natural sweetness. The truth is, vegetables only taste boring if we prepare them in boring ways. Now let's bring in some real-life stories. Mary, a 67-year-old retired teacher, shared her experience with our community. She used to suffer from constant joint pain and blamed it on old age. But after removing nightshades and adding spinach smoothies to her mornings, her stiffness decreased by more than half. She says she feels like she has her mornings back again. Then there's George, age 72, who switched from potatoes to roasted carrots as his evening snack. Not only did he lose 12 pounds over 3 months, but his blood sugar levels also improved so much that his doctor reduced his medication. Stories like these remind us that it's never too late to make changes and see results. Now I want to ask you directly, have you tried replacing one vegetable with another and noticed a difference in your health? Maybe you swapped corn for broccoli or potatoes for spinach. Share your story in the comments, because these practical swaps can inspire others watching today. In the next part of this video, we'll dig into myths and misconceptions. Are nightshades really that bad for everyone? Is organic truly worth it after 60? And what about frozen versus fresh? Are frozen vegetables less healthy? We will answer these questions and give you actionable tips to shop smarter, cook smarter, and feel better every single day. So stay with me, because the third part will tie everything together. We've already talked about the 4 vegetables you should avoid and the 4 that you must include after 60. We've looked at the science, and we've even shared stories from real seniors who made these changes. Now it's time to bust some common myths, give you very practical tips, and finish with a strong message that could change how you shop, cook, and live from this day forward. Let's start with myths, because myths can be dangerous. One of the biggest myths is that all vegetables are automatically healthy. This is simply not true, especially for seniors. Yes, vegetables contain vitamins and fiber, but some also bring excess starch, sodium, or compounds that trigger inflammation. Just because a food is plant-based does not mean it's safe for everyone. Seniors need to think differently than younger people. You have to look at how your body processes food now, not how it worked in your 30s. So remember, the key is not just eating vegetables, but eating the right ones. Another myth is that frozen vegetables are less healthy than fresh. This one surprises many people. In reality, frozen vegetables are often more nutritious because they are picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen within hours. That locks in the vitamins and minerals. By the time fresh vegetables reach your store shelf, they may have traveled hundreds or even thousands of miles and lost a significant percentage of nutrients. For seniors who may struggle with cooking or storing fresh produce, frozen vegetables are a fantastic option. They're affordable, last longer, and can be just as healthy or even healthier than fresh. So if you're on a budget or live alone, don't feel guilty about stocking your freezer with spinach, broccoli, or carrots. What about organic? Seniors often ask, do I really need to pay more for organic vegetables? The answer is not always. Organic can reduce your exposure to pesticides, which is especially important for vulnerable groups like children or those with compromised immune systems. But if organic is too expensive, don't stress. Washing vegetables thoroughly under running water can remove most pesticide residues. Focus on buying organic only for the dirty dozen, the vegetables and fruits that usually contain the most pesticides. Spinach and kale are often on that list, so if you can afford organic versions of those, it's a smart choice. For others, conventional is fine if you wash them well. Now let's talk about cooking methods. Many seniors boil their vegetables until they're soft because it feels easier to chew and digest. But boiling can strip away water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and B vitamins. Instead, try steaming or lightly sautéing. For example, steaming broccoli for just 3 minutes retains sulforaphane while making it tender. Lightly sautéing spinach with olive oil actually increases absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin K and A. Roasting carrots at a moderate temperature concentrates their natural sweetness and makes them more enjoyable without losing too many nutrients. So the cooking method matters as much as the vegetable itself. A practical tip that works wonders for many seniors is what I call the half-plate rule. At every meal, aim for half your plate to be non-starchy vegetables. That simple shift automatically reduces empty calories and increases fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Imagine your plate, instead of half filled with potatoes or bread, fill it with spinach, broccoli, carrots, or kale. This single habit can lower blood pressure, improve digestion, and keep your weight stable without feeling like a diet. Here's another tip. Combine vegetables with healthy fats. Many seniors fear fats, but some fats are essential. For example, adding a drizzle of olive oil to kale or spinach helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Pairing carrots with a few slices of avocado makes their beta-carotene more bioavailable. So don't eat vegetables in isolation. Pair them smartly with healthy fats to unlock their full power. Let's address another common issue, bloating and gas. Many seniors say, "I know broccoli is healthy, but it makes me uncomfortable." This usually happens because cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, and cabbage contain raffinose, a carbohydrate that ferments in the gut. But you don't have to give up these superfoods. Start with small portions, chew slowly, and cook them lightly instead of eating raw. Over time, your gut bacteria adjust, and the discomfort usually decreases. You can also try digestive enzymes or probiotics to support your gut. Remember, discomfort is not a reason to avoid life-saving foods. It is a reason to adapt and support your digestion. Now let's go back to the human stories because they make science real. Anna, a 69-year-old grandmother, always loved tomatoes and peppers, but she suffered from painful arthritis flare-ups. After watching a video just like this, she decided to remove nightshades for 1 month. The results shocked her. Her morning stiffness reduced by 70%, and she could knit again without constant pain. On the other side, James, a 74-year-old former engineer, had been struggling with high blood pressure for years. His doctor wanted to increase his medication, but James decided to add spinach smoothies 3 times a week instead. Within 2 months, his blood pressure dropped so much that his doctor actually reduced his medication. These are real results from real people, just like you. So let me ask you, have you ever tried eliminating or adding a vegetable and noticed a big difference in your health? Leave a comment below and tell us your story. I promise you, someone watching right now is dealing with the same issue, and your comment could change their life. As we wrap up, let's summarize in simple terms. After 60, your body is more sensitive. Some vegetables like fried potatoes, corn, canned peas, and even nightshades can do more harm than good. But others, broccoli, spinach, carrots, and kale, are like medicine in your kitchen. Choosing wisely can reduce inflammation, improve blood sugar, protect your bones, sharpen your memory, and even strengthen your immune system. That's not just health advice, S, the difference between struggling with aging and thriving with energy and independence. And before we end, I want to remind you of something important. Health is not about perfection. You don't need to eliminate every bad food or eat superfoods at every meal. What matters is consistency and balance. If you gradually replace harmful foods with beneficial ones, your body will thank you in ways you never imagined. More energy, better sleep, stronger joints, clearer mind. That is possible for you starting today. Now, here's my final call to action for you. If you learned something new in this video, hit that subscribe button right now. Share this video with a friend or family member over 60 who could use this advice. And please, leave a comment below. Tell me your age, tell me which vegetable you struggle with, and share what has worked for you. Your words could inspire thousands of people. And if you want to take your health journey one step further, check out the link in the description. I've included a carefully selected supplement that supports joint health and bone strength, perfect for anyone over 60. It's one simple way to support your body while you improve your diet. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking charge of your health. And remember, aging is not about decline, it's about wisdom and smarter choices. Until next time, stay strong, stay vibrant, and stay connected with Senior Health.